Hey guys, it's Rainy for Talk to Me Tuesday, and sorry about the toothpaste on the shirt. I'm having a lazy day, so I didn't want to just change my shirt. But anyways, for the quilt that I'm working on for the state fair, here's some of, here's one of the pieces of paper piecing that I've done so far. So it's pretty bright with colors. It's a very bright quilt. One of the brightest quilts that I've ever done. The pieces are, they're pretty big, and it makes it go faster. It's not as big as like Violet Craft big, but they are pretty big. So I got, out of the larger pieces, I probably have 5 up underneath the table of the sets to do, and then I got a little stack of the smaller pieces, because with Violet Craft, she writes in the instructions that it's better for you to paper piece first all the bigger ones and then move your way down to the smaller ones, so that way you can build up like your scraps for the small ones. So that's what I'm doing on this particular quilt, and it's working out really well. I did get some more Kona black because I'm not sure if I have enough, and I did want to go ahead and get some for the binding, because I do plan to bind in black, because the black with it is so pretty. I'll show it up against here. I don't know how well you can see that on how it translates, but it makes all the colors just pop even more. So I do plan to bind in black so it doesn't take away from the quilt itself. And I got some backing fabric. I cheated and just went with the extra wide. I don't mind piecing a back of the quilt. I've done that maybe on maybe 2. It doesn't bother me doing it, but if I can get extra wide, I just typically just go for that. So I got this black, but I did want to go plain Jane, so I went with the Moda Grunge with the dots. So it's not so plain. The back can be jazzed up a little bit. And because of all the color in the quilt, I went through my thread, and there was 2 colors that I needed to buy for our fill thread to get. So when I was looking at thread today, I saw that they had invisible thread. I do have invisible thread in my stash, but I went ahead and picked up our fills just to see how different it was, because I'm going to go ahead and just, for these pieces, I'm just going to put on my walking foot and just do some straight line quilting, and I thought it'd be good to do an invisible thread so that way I don't have to do any color changes and don't have to buy even more thread that I really don't need. For the quilt, I do need to pick up some black. I have just a little bit of black, so that way I can go crazy with free motion quilting the background, because there's a lot of the background. But other than that, that's what's happening. Hence the pizza on the table behind me, because I plan to just sit in here all day and just sew. I didn't have jury duty today. Thank you, Lord, for that. I did not want to do it, but it was the second letter I got. Apparently I missed the first letter that they never sent, so I was going to be held in contempt if I didn't go today. So I called the number yesterday, and it was canceled for today, so I was like, yes, I can have a really good sew day. So I have my pizza and my giant sweet tea, and that's going to be my lunch, my snack, and my dinner. and I'm going to try to get this puppy done. On very quickly to some blocks. I did get some sweet cards from Crystal, a postcard from Jules, and it's a snowy scene, and it does cool us off. And I got a card from Alia, which I did get yours. Yours is the first one. You sent it really good timing, because when I got it, it was about a week or two before I moved, is whenever I got yours. So I put it inside my glove box so I wouldn't lose it, and it just stayed nice and safe. So here are some of them, and I've got to go quickly here because I'll only record for 10 minutes. So we have Amber's, which is shiny. And we have Abby's. I love that green Abby. And I have not laid these out to see how they're going to play together or not. It's going to be a surprise, and it's going to be like the best wall hanging I've ever had in my entire life, because you guys have made it. And this one is Alia's. And some of these you can actually just look at them and be like, oh, this is this person, because you know what fabric they use and what they like, and that's what's so cool about this. And this is Jennifer's, and those buddies, they make me happy. And Vanda. And I just love the gray in there with that white. She was also nice enough to send me some scraps from the quilts that, remember the quilt that we did for Snowy, and we all make quilt blocks? Well, Snowy, if you're watching this, we love you and we miss you, and we are hoping that you are doing okay. Not Amber, Vanda posted on Instagram her blocks, and like I totally freaked out over her fabric, because they were classic Vanda. She's from South Africa, and the fabrics that she used were just the best ever. So she sent me some scraps. So we have some buffalo here. I believe that is a buffalo. I'm just going to say it's a buffalo. I like it. A sweet giraffe, which will make a wonderful quilt label. And then big cat print. So I do have behind me one of those boxes is actually labeled cat fabric. So I'm going to put the big cats with my tiny cats, because one day I do plan to have a cat quilt. If I can't ever have another cat, I can have a cat quilt. And this one is Crystals. And I don't know if you can tell, but she got fun and creative. And that little bear has a bow tie, guys. It's got a bow tie. And I have never had a quilt that had hula dancers in it, but I do now, and I love it. They're like little hula dancers. So fun. And the most shiniest block, Vicky. Beautiful metallic fabrics. And Jules. And this is what I was talking about. When you look at this, you know it was Jules because of the hot air balloons. Because where she lives, she can tell us more about it. They do like a hot air balloon release, which should be on everyone's bucket list. We should have like a giant meetup and watch the hot air balloons. But anyways, these are my blocks, and just gotta lay them out, and I do have some of extra blocks that I've made because I kind of know what I want to do with the wall hanging, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm really excited. I think the only person that I'm missing is Susie's. So once I get Susie's, then I'll just play with them all and see where it goes. But that is it, because this getting ready to cut me off, and I will talk with you guys next week. Thank you for all the blocks. They're wonderful and beautiful, and I will treasure them. So I will see you guys next week, and have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye, guys.